welcome to our sponsored segment of our stream today. Thank you so much to Hero Journey Club for sponsoring today's stream. Click the link in chat to play Boomer Parent Crisis Hotline for free. Boomer Parent Crisis Hotline is a low-stakes, lighthearted, relatable game designed to help adults work through relationship and communication challenges. Players take on the role of a hotline operator to help a diverse cast of 6 millennial adults respond to texts from their loving but overbearing boomer parents. Cases present quirky spins on real parent scenarios, such as giving unsolicited advice, expecting constant check-ins, and making judgmental comments about partners or friends. Boomer Parent Crisis Hotline game mechanics are inspired by popular and beloved games such as Papers, Please, which we did play through in here, and That's Not My Neighbor. Also, visual storytelling and other novel-style type games. The skills presented in this game, such as boundary setting, come from evidence-based approaches used by therapists, communication coaches, and neurodivergence experts. Boomer Parent Crisis Hotline is the first installment in the Hotline Hero universe, which spans themes including romantic partnerships, friendships, and professional relationships. I also just wanted to take a moment to tell you a little bit about Hero Journey Club and their mission, which I am absolutely obsessed with. Hero Journey Club is a community-based wellness platform that uses collaborative gameplay and guided group sessions inside games like Minecraft and Stardew Valley to help teens and neurodivergent individuals build emotional and social skills. Led by trained journey guides, Hero Journey Club creates an inclusive, non-clinical space where members can connect, grow, and learn skills like emotional regulation and confidence through fun, supportive weekly missions. Their aim is to meet people where they are by delivering meaningful mental wellness support through the games and communities participants already love. Yay! I'm so excited to jump into this. Chat, I'm going to need your help today. So, here's our trainer. Hey there, new recruit. Welcome to Boomer Parent Crisis Hotline. You'll meet callers who just got a classic, helpful parent text and need your support. You'll help craft a response that sets a healthy boundary. Don't forget to check my notes for all the juicy details. So, chat, we're going to be getting scenarios, and we got to figure out how to respond to them. We may be getting some repeats, but the best part about this game is that it does depend on what you're typing in, so you can get different responses. So when you're clicking the link in chat and you're playing yourself, you may be getting the same people with the same questions, but because you're responding differently than I am, it's going to also be different with a different result, which I think is so flipping cool. You need this hotline IRL, right? You got this. Here's a caller who just got promoted. This is Daniel, age 29. Conversation with mom. Danny, congratulations on the promotion. I saw a job listing at Samsung that pays more. I forwarded it to your email. Your company is nice, but is it enough? You should always be looking for better. Oh my God. Thanks, Mom. Poor Daniel. My mom forwarded me a job listing for something better, even though I just told her I got promoted. She didn't say congratulations. She said, but is that enough? Help. So some of the trainer notes are blocked underneath me here, but context note, mom equates progress with upgrades. Standing still isn't an option. Skill note, accept the congrats, then redirect. You're happy where you are. Chat, what would you say to your parent if your parent said this to you? How would you respond? Sounds like your mother. So for me, I would be like, number one, you hurt my feelings by not congratulating me. And number two, I'm in control of my own life. This was me sharing excitement, and I'm happy at this promotion. I do not need a new job at a brand new company. Steph, I'm not sure, sweetheart. I'm not sure. There's more? Your response would not be PG-13. Would it have numerous expletives? I think that's what I'm going to type. I am upset that you would rather offer me a new job suggestion than congratulate me on my current promotion. I am happy where I am. I am confident in my current job and am fully capable of running my own life. Though your heart is in the right place. What else can I say? Though your heart is in the right place, I want love and support, not advice. Would you add or edit anything? Man, there's nothing like worse to me than you sharing good news with somebody and they turn around and be like, oh, well, you could do this 10 times better. And also, no congratulations. No congratulations. This reminds me of one of my ex-best friend at the time who I told, like, hey, I'm moving in with Kip. I'm so excited. And she turned it around and said, I can't be happy for you right now because I have stuff going on in my life. Like, you have this little parade that you want to throw, and suddenly, like, the parade has been demolished by an elephant. It's so hurtful. You want to make this decision yourself? Ooh, I like that. So we'll start instead with, though your heart is in the right place, I want love and support, not advice. I'm upset that you would rather offer me a new job suggestion than congratulate me on my current promotion. I'm happy where I am. I'm confident in my current job and am fully capable of running my own life. The mom did technically say congratulations, but it feels overshadowed by the advice. Then how about then simply congratulate me on my current promotion? Because you are right. You are right, though, Camellia, that it is overshadowed. It's overshadowed by your new job listing. I like that. Let's send it. Ba-na! What is mom gonna say? Well, Daniel, I only want the best for you. If you're happy, that's what matters, but I just hope you keep your options open. She still responds with like a little stab. You really got what I was feeling. This gives me confidence. Thank you. The trainer says you nailed emotion identification by appreciating her intent. You also clearly identified your needs and preferred behavior. Next time, try including a concrete expectation like, if you send job postings again, I'll stop reading them. Oh, okay. So we were a little bit too nice and we didn't actually set the boundary. Remember that, chat. It's really important to set boundaries. Ew. Does it, Glitter Goth High, sweetheart? Oh, we got 3 stars. Reluctantly accepted the boundary. Here comes a caller dealing with round-the-clock check-ins. I like her. Rosaria, age 24. From mom. Rosie, hello. You haven't responded in 45 minutes. Are you alive? Send me a selfie so I know you're okay. Is this our mother or like a terrible relationship? Hey, can you help me reply to my mom? She just sent me this whole "are you alive" text again, and like, I love her. It's a lot. I was literally just in lab. I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I also can't be sending selfies every hour. Help me say this nicely, please. So our trainer notes, mom spirals when she feels disconnected. Silence flips her anxiety switch fast. I've been there. I can understand. But asking for constant check-ins like this is absolutely ridiculous. Skill note, try naming the specific behavior, selfie check-ins, so she knows exactly what needs to change without feeling rejected. Your ex's mom was like that? Exactly, helicopter parent. The toxic part of me wants to say, I'm actually dead. Thanks for asking. You want to try that? Listen. There's a lot of different ways that we can craft our responses. Do you want to do a snarky one for this scenario? I told them there weren't phones in their day and they weren't expected to check in. Okay, let me take Silly's part first. I'm actually dead. Thanks for asking. Hold on, I'm trying to think of how mean that we want to be. There weren't phones back in your day, and you weren't expected to check in then, and I will not be checking in now. Hi, Cuppy! Okay, Silly has a really nice one, though. So if we want to switch between Silly's or mine, you let me know. Silly said, I appreciate you checking in and wanting to make sure I'm okay. Due to the nature of my job and life, I'm not always able to check in every hour. Instead, I can text you once or twice a day so you feel connected and call you during when I have more time. So, chat, Silly is beautifully crafted, and I do think that if this were to be a real life scenario, you should probably use what Silly said. But also, maybe we send the little mean one. But this one, what do you think? I'm alive. Stop pestering me. If you continue to harass me with constant messages, I will block you. I love you, but live your life while I'm living mine. KW said, I'm alive. You need to respect that I have my own tasks in life, but that also means I cannot be on my phone or responding 24/7. Give me space throughout the day and I will give you a call on my way home tonight. I love that. I do. And chat, remember, click the link in chat, !Hotline. This is a great way to support the game and me because it is through a tracking link. It is free to play, and you can get some of these scenarios. And remember, you can respond as well. So really, this could be an awesome body doubling experience where we're all playing the game at the same time. Silly might have done a lot of work setting boundaries with her parents. We don't know. I think that Silly's may be a little bit too nice again. Oh, like the previous one. Okay. Mine definitely is setting a boundary, but it's in a snarky way. All right, let's do it. Let's try it. I want to see the response. Send. Just send a selfie that gives mom a full view of our nostrils. Can you imagine? Aw, thanks, Steph. Excuse me? That is very rude, Rosie. I am your mother. I worry because I love you. Not the best response that we were looking for. Yikes. I knew mom freaks out, but this came out way harsher than I meant. You're direct, but try adding an I feel statement like I feel pressured when you ask for selfies. Adding a clear, enforceable boundary such as I'll text once a day when I'm free would help set expectations. So what Silly said, I think would have actually worked a lot better in this example. Ooh, during work hours, I cannot respond. Oh, that's nice, Steph. Thank you. Right, Olivia? Genuinely. My anxiety's like, no, we can't say that. We got 1 star for that one. That's okay. We'll try again. Javi reached out to Rosaria with a meme and a hint that he wants to hang out, but Rosaria is craving alone time. She wants to tell him without hurting his feelings or making things awkward since they both avoid tough conversations. This is so relatable. I'm very similar to my father, where I, in the past, instead of setting boundaries for myself with like relationships, friendships, work, me, I've always tried to keep the peace. And that's not always great either. There are some moments in life where I feel like you have to, right? We're always going to do things that we don't want to do. But we gotta be honest with ourselves too. Yeah, a people pleaser. Same here, silly. I feel like that's why we get along so well. We find each other. All right. Bro, peep this meme. Miss you, LOL. We vibing later, or you studying all night again? So, Javi just sent me this super cute meme, but like, I really just want to date him myself. I don't know how to say I need space without making it weird. He's so nice. I don't want to mess things up. How do I say this without starting drama? So, trainer notes. Context note. Rosaria and Javi both avoid direct conflict, letting things slide instead of addressing them. Rosaria's independence sometimes clashes with Javi's need for connection, especially as things get more serious. Skill note. Model I statements to share a need. I need a night to myself, without blaming the other person, making it clear she still cares. Okay. I don't know. It doesn't explicitly state its stuff, but it could be a significant other, or it could just be a friend, right? You were the peacekeeper until you started saying no. I understand that no is a full sentence, but I've gotten better at setting boundaries and rejecting, but I don't say no. It's just not in my vocabulary. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Oh, I wish I could, but blah, 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 blah. Why don't we try and make plans, blah, blah, blah. Right? Or, unfortunately, I'm too busy right now, but I would love to make plans in the future. Why don't we circle back? I've started saying that. I really have. Ask Shella. I'm like, oh, I'm super busy. Why don't we circle back at the end of next week? Right? That meme is really funny, and I enjoy you sending this to me. I feel like I need a night to myself, but how about we look at our calendars to see when we can get together soon? Oh, I like that. I'm going to put that in here and see if we want to change anything. Is really funny. And I enjoyed you sending this to me. LOL. I feel like I need a night to myself, but how about we look at our calendars to see when we can get together soon? What do we think? Oh, is it a sibling? Let me check here. I don't know if it says. Either way, it is applicable, right? For a myriad of different relationships as a whole. Especially when your love languages are different. So, like, Rosaria is similar to me, where Rosaria likes to cocoon, and then Javi likes that constant connection, right? And sometimes that dynamic is really difficult. Yes, the helper keeps telling you need to use I feel statements. Bestie, I'm autistic and direct. Sounds good? Yeah, it wasn't stated. Yeah. All right, let's try this. Silly? Counting on you. I love that it's still mom's photo. Haha, say less. Enjoy your chill night. Just let me know when you want to hang again. I'll be around. Good! That was, I think, our best response yet. That went smoother than I thought. Thanks for helping me say it for real. Great job naming your need directly. Your message softened things with emotional warmth. To make it complete, you could also add a clear expectation like, I might need this sometimes just so you know. Oh, all right. So we set the boundary for the current scenario, but we didn't set boundaries for future scenarios so that we would know how to handle it. Good to make note of. Good to make note of. Whoa! The most stars that we've gotten so far. 4 stars. Sillar. Y'all, can we get some love and hype in the chat for Silly? Incredible work. Silly. Not to make it about you right now, But I know that you've been going through some stuff this past year. And I feel like you were able to help us out with this scenario because of the hard work that you've done. So, like, I don't want to make you cry or anything, but, like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Write that down. Write that down. Get the notebooks out. Yay! So we got 3 stars for Daniel, reluctantly accepted the boundary. 1 star for Rosaria, where her mom rejected the boundary, right? The helicopter parent. But then with Rosaria and Javi, we got 4 stars. You effectively expressed appreciation for positive intentions and showed warmth, especially when responding to friendly gestures. Your boundaries were clear in personal situations, and you often communicated your needs in a confident way. This helped signal what you wanted going forward in a considerate manner. At times, your responses were missing a direct statement about how certain behaviors were impacting you or what you specifically want changed. Isn't that so hard advocating for yourself, you guys? There were moments where humor or sarcasm appeared. Really? Where a more direct, respectful message would have made your boundary clearer. To strengthen future boundaries, focus on calmly stating how you feel about the other person's action and clearly mention the change you need. For example, I value your support, but I feel overwhelmed when advice is given instead of encouragement. Keep building on your assertiveness while also bringing clarity and warmth. Maybe a couple of extra emojis as well, chat. Okay, new cases. Ooh, here comes a caller whose dad treats silence like an emergency. So this is very similar to the other helicopter parent that we dealt with prior. So let's see if we can maybe not be so mean this time. This is Thomas, age 34, his convo with dad. Thomas, I haven't heard from you in 2 days. Did you eat? Are you sleeping? A brief acknowledgement is all I ask. Just let me know you're functioning. My dad still asks if I've eaten when I don't respond to his texts. I'm 34, a grown man. How do I get him to stop? Not as bad as the other helicopter parent. I feel like 2 days, I don't know. Why did you call the police to do a welfare check? Calm down, I'm living my life. So remember, we need to set a boundary, and we also need to set a boundary for future scenarios when dad starts to freak out again because it's been 2 days. Ooh, a weekend phone call. All right. Hey, Dad. How are you? I'm doing just fine. I know you worry a lot about me, but it's very hard to routinely check in when I am so busy with my week. How about we set up a weekly call to check in with each other? That way we can set aside time and it doesn't disrupt my daily life. I feel like that might be mean at the end. Family in 3 time zones, Paris. Wow. You're right. Address the hurt feelings of him asking if we've eaten. I am 34 years old. You know that I know how to take care of myself. If you are interested in hearing more about my life happenings, you know you can just ask me that. I still don't feel like I set the boundary, though. I will no longer respond to sleeping or eating texts because they are ridiculous. I know you worry a lot about me, but it's very hard to routinely check in when I'm so busy with my week. How about we set up a weekly call to check in with each other? That way we can set aside time and it doesn't disrupt my daily life. Yeah. Because they are ridiculous. And I am, not a child anymore. Okay, so we set the boundary. We said, hey, stop it. And here is our compromise, our halfway happy promise, right? One weekly call to check in with each other. What do we think? Oh, that's just me, sweetheart. It's because I have I don't want to name the program, but it's on my computer. It's on my computer. But it basically helps me here. It just helps me with my spell check and stuff like that. I just use the free option. So, but yeah, it's basically included on other web pages, and I use it for Gmail and stuff. One of the hardest things I've learned is that writing tone is impossible, so making use of emojis or tone indicators helps. Me too. Me too. I was the girl that used to put like 3 exclamation points at the end of the sentence, and now I use like a heart emoji instead. Oh, no, Lauren, no. It's on my end. It's on my end. Because these texts make me feel like a child and not the adult I am. Oh, all right. I do like that. Because they make me feel like a child and not the adult I am. Okay, we're sending. Chat, if you want to play along with us or yourself, it's a free game. Please go check out Boomer Parent Crisis Hotline. Follow my link in chat, and it's also a great way to support me today. Me too, Camellia. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, they have to know that I'm being nice and not snarky because I'm using 3 exclamation points instead of 1. I'm just a girl. Okay. Sent. So, before Dad responds, here's my full text that I sent him. Hey, Dad, how are you? I'm doing just fine. I'm 34 years old. You know that I know how to take care of myself. If you're interested in hearing more about my life happenings, you know that you can just ask me that. I will no longer respond to sleeping or eating texts because they make me feel like a child and not the adult I am. I know you worry a lot about me, but it's very hard to routinely check in when I am so busy with my week. How about we set up a weekly call to check in with each other? That way we can set aside time and it doesn't disrupt my daily life. Dad said, understood. A weekly call works. I will hold my questions until then. Thank you for clarifying. Good! Use a lot of exclamation points too. Oh, man. No, I haven't eaten or slept. I'm in an episode. Want to take me to lunch and tuck me in like the toddler you're acting like I am? Fishy high! This is a huge relief. Thanks for helping me set a grown-up tone with him. Chad, am I a grown-up? I think Silly is the grown-up-ier grown-up in here right now. Really strong work here. You clearly named the behavior that made you feel like a child and set a new check-in routine. To go even further, we added a specific I feel statement, like I feel frustrated when I get those texts. Now what? The statement still stands. Silly is the lawyer that makes them a grown-up. Oh my God. I'm so happy that we have a lawyer in chat. There are outstanding cases against me, but you know. We got 4 stars there for accepting the boundary. Is 4 stars the maximum that we've gotten so far? I don't know if we can get more. Next caller. Oh, Aeon, age 28. And I'm not saying anything, but you're 28. Oh my God. And the clock is ticking. You know, your cousin Zara just had her second, and she's your age. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. Also, did you see my meme? Now, I will say this, chat. I never dealt with pressure from my parents or Kip's parents to have a baby. But oh my God! My mom asked why I don't want kids yet and then said, the clock is ticking. I'm 28, not 48. So, here's our notes. Mom frames pressure as passive observation. Acknowledge the concern, then set a boundary. Your timeline is yours. This is crazy, you guys. This is crazy. Jesus. 3 stars was reluctantly accepted the boundary, so 4 stars must be the max, right? Christy, your max was 4 stars too as you've been playing through it. Okay. Yeah, so 4 stars must be accepted the boundary. Yeah. It constitutes legal advice. Absolutely, Ms. Breck. This is a joke. This is a joke. My close friend just had a baby, and I told my mom, and she goes, I want one. I told her, I didn't. So let's take a step back for a minute, okay? We first of all need to acknowledge the concern. Hi, Mom. Loved the meme. I acknowledge your concern about running out of time for me to have children, and in turn, you have grandchildren. Okay, acknowledged. Please remember, this is my life, not yours. If I decide I want children, I will make that decision myself on my own timeline. What do we think? The rest of your immediate family, yeah. Kip's parents, they don't seem the type to pressure anyway, but they already got grandbabies. I was a little bit too young when Mom was still around. Daddy was just happy that we were all together. Anytime I would bring it up to him, he'd be like, of course I'd love them, but whenever you want to. And he goes, if not, we've got Charlotte. I feel like you commenting on when I'm having children is inappropriate. In the future, I will not respond to these types of messages since having children is my decision alone. Wait, I love that. I think my only thing is I acknowledge your concern about running into you grandchildren. All right, I'm going to still keep that part. And I'm going to put the one that you said, silly, in here. I feel like you commenting on when I am having children is inappropriate. In the future, I will not respond to these types of messages since having children is my decision alone. Would you all add or edit anything that we currently have? I like that a lot. I get that, Paris, totally. Violet, hi! It's going good. We're in our sponsored segment of the stream. For about 25 more minutes or so, we are playing Boomer Parent Crisis Hotline. If you want to help play along with us, exclamation point hotline in the chat if you also want to click on my tracking link. So basically, the kids of Boomer parents are trying to set healthy boundaries. Thank you for your bombastic tongue. Bombastic Violet, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. Bombastic tongue. Bombastic. Thank you, sweetheart. We've been open about the discussions with family, and all the fam are just concerned about your health. So fair. So fair. Wanderings, hi. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Please hang out with us. Lunar Lover, you wish you had this a few years ago. Violet, thank you again, honey. I'm the only one married in my siblings, so my mom gives me a lot of passive-aggressive. This dress would be so cute for a baby girl, don't you think? I'm sorry you have to deal with that, silly. So you have been setting really nice boundaries with her. No, Violet, you're so fine. You're so fine. Thanks again. You did a super blunt aggressive run, Now you're doing, oh, then you did an actual trying run. First you got 3-3-2, second you got 4-3-3. I think this feels good to me right now. So let me do it. Let me share what we're saying one more time. Hi, Mom. Loved the meme. I acknowledge your concern about running out of time for me to have children, and in turn, you, too, have grandchildren. I feel like you commenting on when I'm having children is inappropriate. In the future, I will not respond to these types of messages since having children is my decision alone. I will decide when it is time, whether that is 5 months from now or 20 years from now. I do want a little ending to it. Love you. Yeah, absolutely wandering. So basically, this is a low-stakes, lighthearted, relatable game designed to help adults work through relationship and communication changes. We take on the role of a hotline operator, and we're helping a diverse cast of millennial adults respond to texts from their loving but overbearing boomer parents. I would also say that it may not always be their parents. It may also be friends and other relationships, but it's mostly parents, okay? So, the scenarios that we've encountered so far today, unsolicited advice, constant check-ins, judgmental comments. So some of the skills presented in the game, like boundary setting, come from evidence-based approaches that are already being used by therapists, communication coaches, and neurodivergent experts. Yeah. It is free to play, so if you want to click on the link in chat and try it out yourself, you let us know. You take the last bit out. Is that too mean? All right. I still want to end with I love you, since having children is my decision alone. Okay. We'll do that. Let's see what the response is. Okay, I hear you, Ayan. Just want you to be happy. Tell me if my memes ever cross a line. Felt tough but needed. Thanks for helping me say what I really feel. Yay! Really strong work here. You opened by acknowledging Mom's intent, and your I feel statement clearly tied your emotions to her comments. Next time, add an explicit expectation like, if this continues, I'll mute those texts to make it bulletproof. I feel like we kind of did that though, right? In the future, I will not respond to these types of messages since having children is my decision alone. Maybe it wasn't strong enough. And it was kind of more, I think we should have said, in the future, I will not respond to these types of messages, period. And then continuously, having children is my decision alone. It should have been 2 sentences, 2 separate thoughts instead of 1 sentence. Block versus not respond, yeah. Or I'll mute those texts. Yeah, I think it could have been a little stronger. We got 4 stars though. I don't know if I agree with that fully, because if then boundaries feel pretty extreme, that is true. You do, I mean, it depends on who you're talking to, right? If this is a loved one, if this is a parent that you obviously care deeply about, I don't want them to think that they will not be able to talk with us. I don't always think that blocking is the idea. It's you can set a healthy boundary, and yeah, blocking in cases where that boundary is repeatedly smashed. But for this one, we just said it, right? So if this happens 6 more times, then, then maybe we can go to the extreme. But I don't think we have to necessarily go to the extreme right away. Next one, 4 stars, accepted the boundary. What was your situation for that, Christy? Loving and overbearing is a fun new experience. So much love to you, Neo. Do you want, I can harass you if you want. Mama Violet can do it, the nerd camp counselor. There's genuine warmth and loyalty between Samira and Zoe, but also heavy undercurrents of rivalry and insecurity, with each wanting to outdo the other but stay close. Oh, you're frenemies. Both sense the boundaries blurring, sometimes with messy results. I don't think y'all should be friends at all. Okay, so this is Zoe. Oh my God, Samira. LOL. I just realized I might have mentioned the Jordan thing in group chat last night. Didn't think it was a big deal. You cool. Love you. Don't hate me, please. Yo, I'm freaking out. I told Zoe about that crush on Jordan, like deepest secret vibes, and now everyone in our Slack knows. She swears she didn't tell, just slipped out. How do I even start this convo? I am so not okay right now. Need help setting her straight, but like not blow up the friend work wife thing. Oh, this is layered. If this was like in a friend group, I'll be honest with you, that is so shady that I would have been like, remember how I said don't go to the extreme? In this instance, I would have been like, block, bye, never see you again. The work makes things a lot more complicated. What do y'all think? So, TLDR, Samira told Zoe about her work crush. Zoe blabbed to the group chat about the crush last night. Didn't think it was a big deal, to be honest. This is so much more layered than I think our other experiences that we've had so far. Context note and skill note. Samira and Zoe's relationship is tangled. Besties at work, confidants, but always with a competitive edge. Tension spikes whenever secrets or perceived betrayals tip their fragile balance of trust. Help Samira name the specific breach, telling people about the Jordan secret, and express why keeping some things private really matter to her, especially given work friendships and competition boundaries. Bacon, please! This is a rough one. How would y'all start? I can't believe you told people about the Jordan secret. I think I would say that. I told this to you in confidence. Not something you have the right to share. Yeah. You're going on an info dia, work wife, buddy. Right? I am really impressed at how diverse the cast has been in this game so far. We've seen a little bit of everybody. I love that, you guys. Ms. Breck, thank you for pointing that out. Her saying, I didn't think it was a big deal means she fully knew that she was saying it, not accidental. Should I say that? You knew it was a big deal. I no longer feel comfortable sharing secrets with you out of fear you will just share them to other people. It is very important to me that we keep private things private. I feel like I could be meaner. You forgot the I feel statement? Me too, Malice. That's how I feel too. I'll be honest with you. It's because I've been there, done that. Acting like it's no big deal gets under my skin really bad, almost worse than telling the secret. Right. If I screwed up so bad to a friend, I fall on the sword immediately. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. X, Y, and Z. Even if my intent was not to hurt you, it still hurt you, blah, 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 blah. And like, this is such a, I think somebody else in chat said like brushing off their feelings. Like, I didn't think it was a big deal. Yeah, because you didn't think to begin with. What else would you say? Oh, what is Silly saying? I understand you didn't intentionally tell people about my crush. However, When I come to you in confidence, I expect that to stay between us. If this breach of confidence continues, then I will no longer be able to come to you and our friendship will have to take a step back. I love that, silly. I love that. Amgwen, welcome on in. I would ask Zoe why she did it. Oh, wait. I actually really like that. I actually really like that. You knew it was a big deal. Did I put the caps on? I did. Why did you do it? I'm going to take your second half of that, silly. If this breach of confidence continues, then I will no longer be able to come to you, and our friendship will have to take a step back. I like that a lot. Really good. Reminds you of someone who blamed me for accidentally getting spoiled on something. Really? That's dumb. Why? Why did she bring it up at all? This is not like something that could accidentally slip out. Like this was a very clearly planned attack. Also, I'm saying this right now. I know they're besties at work, confidants, but with a competitive edge. If you ever have a pal that has a competitive edge, you are not true pals. You are not true pals. You are frenemies. Remember I just talked about this earlier in a different scenario where my ex childhood friend was like, "Oh, I know you're moving in, but like I can't be happy for you right now." She always belittled me and put me down to other people, and I didn't actually see it until I was far removed from the situation and had like removed her from my life. Those types of people will absolutely never change. They are always going to feel in competition for you, jealous over you, the whole 9 yards. And as somebody that's been through it, my friendships now that I have are so beautiful in comparison because they love and support me for me and are not wishing for my constant downfall so they can come in and become this sort of savior. Like, oh, Violet like had this terrible thing happen to her, but now she's doing great because I was able to get her there. Do you know what I mean? Your friend since June, how you'd feel if she stopped talking to me, among other things. I always thought that was strange. That is strange. That was telling. That was telling. You have zero interest in a relationship that doesn't uplift each other. Bingo, right there, silly. Oh, I like that, Dr. Cat. We have to recognize the I feel statement. Okay, I no longer feel comfortable. We have to reword that. Okay, let me see. I feel very hurt. And I no longer feel comfortable sharing secrets with you out of fear. Okay, I like that a lot. You want to try and send it? I've never understood frenemies. Like, you're either friends or you're not. It just doesn't compute. Exactly. Someone who is strongly competitive. I never get competitive over someone's success or failure. It's over silly things that don't matter. Exactly. And also, I've been through the trenches. I've shared a lot of that with y'all. I never had a moment in my life where I couldn't be happy for my friends' successes. Were there moments where I felt a little bit of jealousy? Of course. I feel like that's normal, but not to the degree of I'm not going to support my friend or that like I think they're a terrible person or I'm going to like sabotage them or talk bad about them. Like only in the way of, oh man, I'm so happy for Paris. Like I hope that happens for me someday, right? Like a lot of us do. I just can't understand not supporting the people that you have in your life and being excited for them. Because you want people to be excited for you, right? You can improve further by including direct statement of how the other person's actions make you feel. Ah, there it is again. All right, we're going to send this one in. Let's see how we did. No text from him either. All right, Zoe. Okay, I get it, Samira. Didn't mean to mess things up. I'll try to be better. Just wish you told me sooner. Wish you told me sooner! Fine. Honestly, bummed she deflected. Thanks for helping me finally say it, though. We did the best we could, chat. You did a great job clearly naming the breach and using an I feel statement to connect your hurt to Zoe's action. The message could be even stronger if you named a preferred behavior like please ask before sharing. I feel like that's implied though. Well, I guess sometimes we got dumb friends. Adding an appreciation up front like I know you didn't mean harm could help reduce defensiveness. I don't know about that one, you guys. Clearly we knew she meant harm. So I don't think I would have included that, but that's just me. Reluctantly accepted the boundary. We got 3 stars out of that one. All right, so to recap, we got Thomas accepted the boundary, 4 stars. Ian accepted the boundary, 4 stars. Samira reluctantly accepted the boundary, excuse me, at 3 stars. I think we can do another grouping of 3. Or like physically do that, Paris. Yeah. She clearly meant harm. You handled some tough conversations with clarity by directly describing what bothers you and proposing specific changes. It's great that you showed care for the other person's feelings while also expressing what makes you uncomfortable and suggesting concrete steps for moving forward together. Keep working on sharing how these situations make you feel in the moment. Connecting your emotions even more clearly can deepen understanding. Try including more phrases like, I feel dismissed when, for an even stronger impact. Your ability to balance honesty with kindness shines through. There are important steps towards healthier communication. If anything, I feel like we're being too kind to the people that maybe don't deserve it. You know what I mean? Used to have a friend who would always belittle you. Oh, wow. They would get something even though you couldn't afford it and practically wave it in your face. I'm so happy for you too, Ash. I'm so sorry that you went through that. That is not a friend, that is a foe. Truly and honestly. Zoe celebrates Samira's hustle, but often forgets what details are safe and which aren't, possibly on purpose. In the subtle gamesmanship of their friendship, Samira struggles to address it without hurting the ride or die vibe. So I think this might be the similar one that we got. Okay, so it's Zoe again! Can we put Zoe's name at the top of our list right now? LOL, your face when I mentioned your freelance pitch. Sorry, I thought you already told Jason. You're killing it though. Wasn't trying to blow up your spot. Chat, we got a new chance for Zoe. How about we go the comedic route? The comedic and abrasive route for this one. When I get you, Zoe, I want you, staying within our PG rating for today, tell me, what would you say to Zoe? She's still doing it, y'all! She's still doing it. Going on the naughty list. Nice job, Christy. Ooh, I am frustrated by, or it frustrates me. Okay. I think that we have to set boundaries without ending the connection. I think it's good to assume good intent with those people. That is true, Neo. That is true. You do make a really nice point. Now, if we wanted to sever the connection, it could kind of be, no holds bar there. Girl, bye. That's true. You are right, Neo, too. Hey, Zoe, have you heard Sorry by Beyonce? You only want me when I'm not there. Better call Becky with the good hair. Don't actually say that. Well, I was going to start typing. Okay. Hey, can you help? Zoe just casually dropped my side gig plans in front of our editor. She thought she was being supportive, but I hadn't told work yet. I'm not mad, just kinda WTF boundaries? How do I say something without it becoming a thing? Okay, I feel like Samira could have gotten fired from her job because of Zoe sharing stuff. A lot of places, what do they call it? Moonlighting? Maybe that's more for nursing, but a lot of places don't want you doing freelance stuff. Do it, but don't share that. I feel like Zoe just could have gotten her fired. Hi, Faye! It's interesting how we have come to this situation again. I wouldn't talk to her ever again. Sabrina's hi. Can we respond? I wish that we could. I wish that we could insert NSYNC bye meme here. Zoe, again? What is with you and not respecting my boundaries? I feel like you wanted to get me fired by you shared a secret in front of our boss. What's wrong with you? This is off limits, and you know better. It says not to be accusatory, but I'm gonna be a little accusatory. Zarina, hi! Send the knife emoji. I would be done. Hard boundary for me is don't mess with my bag. Moonlighting. A lot of employers will fire you for it. Very true. Very true. Let me snooze the ads. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. I think I can snooze them for longer. All right, that's perfect. That's perfect. Chat, what would you send in here? So let me read this to you again. Insert NSYNC bye meme here. Zoe, again? What is it with you and not respecting my boundaries? I feel like you wanted to get me fired. You shared a secret in front of our boss? What's wrong with you? This is off limits and you know better. I feel like you sharing my secrets has broken my trust with you, and I don't think we can be this close anymore. I'm happy to be your friend, but I can no longer trust in your confidence. That's it. I'm rage quitting. Malice, see you soon. See you soon. I like that. How can I incorporate part of sillies into here? Okay. I am happy to be your friend, but I can no longer trust in your confidence. Let me get my bag, boo. Or I will put you in a shopping bag. Okay, bye. Is that too aggressive? I wouldn't either. I would cut her clean off, work friend or not. Okay, I'm going to send this. I really want to see the response. Zoe, what are you going to say? Whoa, chill. Seriously? It was an accident, and you're wildin' for coming at me like that. Whatever, do you? Dang, Zoe clapped back hard. Not what I had hoped, but thanks for hyping me up. You named the prompt behavior clearly. Next time, connect your feelings to her actions. Adding a clear boundary such as, please don't mention my projects to others would set expectations. We only got 1 star there. To be fair, we were memeing it. Ooh, next caller with a dad who treats proximity as permission. Okay, I think we can get through one more. One more. Look, it's Thomas and his dad again. Thomas, I'm in your neighborhood. Had a meeting nearby. I'll stop by in 10 minutes. I'd like to see the condo. I haven't been inside since you bought it. Have David put on coffee. Oh, we love a gay couple. My dad texted that he's coming over in 10 minutes. No question, just announcement. The place is a mess. David is in his underwear. Good for you, baby. And I don't have the energy for an inspection right now. How do I say no without it becoming an issue? Okay, my grandparents used to do this to us. I kid you not. Like, they used to just come over unannounced all the time, and mom would throw a fit after because she didn't set that boundary. So how can we set this boundary clearly? Hey, Dad, I love that you want to stop by. You cannot come over unannounced. Or you cannot come over without asking for permission. Why don't we make plans this weekend for you to come over instead? What do you think? Hi. No, I didn't feed her. Thank you. I'm going back to memeing it. Yeah. I know, Ms. Rick. I know. Yeah, you don't know if I'm here. You don't know if I'm home. Could we meet in a public place? We do. I feel like you... I feel what? Are demanding coming over versus asking me. Why don't we make plans this weekend for you to come over instead? He's in the area. I know you're in the area, but it doesn't mean I'm available. Oh, I love that. I love that. I know you are in the area, but it doesn't mean I am available. Ari, how are you today? That is a good one. That is a good one. I love that you want to stop by. You cannot come over without asking for permission. I feel like you're demanding to come over versus asking me. Why don't we make plans this weekend for you to come over to see the new condo instead? Yeah? What do we think? However, I feel stressed when you come over with such little time to prepare. When you come over with such little time to prepare. I love that. I love that. All right, we're going to full send. We'll see the response. We ready? Come on, 4 stars. Show us the big money. Understood. I'll wait for your invitation next time. Let's coordinate for this weekend then. It was direct but fair. Thanks for helping me say what I needed to. Okay, we did give the I feel statement. For next time, you could add an expectation like if it keeps happening, I'll have to say no. Yes! We ended on 4 stars. Let's go! Chat, you did beautiful. That sums up our beautiful segment today for Boomer Parent Crisis Hotline. Exclamation point hotline in the chat. Click my tracking link. Play it now for free yourself. This is really awesome. You play as a hotline operator helping a diverse cast of millennial adults respond to texts from their loving but overbearing boomer parents. As you've seen, we also dealt with frenemies and how to deal with that too. The cases present quirky spins on real scenarios, such as giving unsolicited advice, expecting constant check-ins, having a frenemy, and more. The mechanics are inspired by popular and beloved games such as Paper Please, That's Not My Neighbor, and other visual storytelling and novel-style games. The skills presented in the game, such as boundaries, come from evidence-based approaches used by therapists, communication coaches, and neurodivergence experts. Remember, this game, Boomer Parent Crisis Hotline, is the first installment in the Hotline Hero universe, which spans themes including romantic partnerships, friendships, and professional relationships. Thank you so much for hanging out with us while we play through this today, chat. I do appreciate it.